What's up, shooters? Welcome back to the channel where we live, breathe, and geek out over guns that shoot straight and hit hard. Today we're jumping into something that's going to make your heart race. The absolute top 15 most accurate revolvers you can actually buy in 2025. Yeah, I know a lot of people sleep on wheel guns these days, thinking semis and bolt action stole the show. But hold up, these revolvers are straight up laser beams that will completely change how you look at your safe. Doesn't matter if you're chasing paper at the range, putting meat in the freezer, or you just love that timeless revolver vibe. This list has your name written all over it. We dug through fresh 2025 reviews, forum posts, torture test videos, and factory specs to build a countdown that's packed with pure precision and excitement. So grab your energy drink, kick back, and let's roll through these absolute beasts. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly which one is begging to come home with you. Drop a comment and tell me which wheel gun you're crushing on the hardest. Leading off the countdown, we've got the legendary Ruger GP100, the tank of the revolver world that refuses to quit. This absolute unit comes chambered in hard-hitting .357 Magnum or easy-shooting .38 Special, and certain variants even let you run .44 Special if you're feeling extra spicy. Barrel choices run from a snappy 2.5-inch all the way up to a full 6-inch cannon. Every one of them cold hammer forged for insane strength and pinpoint accuracy. That famous triple locking cylinder keeps everything lined up like it's on rails, so in good hands you're looking at 2 to 3-inch groups at 25 yards all day long. The beefy stainless steel frame shrugs off rust, mud, and abuse like it's nothing, perfect whether you're blasting at the range or trudging through the woods. Safety is bulletproof thanks to the transfer bar. It only goes bang when you mean it. One of the coolest tricks is the tool-free grip swap system. Slap on whatever Hogue or aftermarket panel feels perfect in your mitts in seconds. Running between $759 and $899 street price, it's honestly one of the best bangs for your buck out there. The good? Bulletproof durability, crazy versatility, and accuracy that punches way above its price tag. Truly the ultimate jack-of-all-trades wheel gun. The not so good? That double-action trigger is a little on the heavy side compared to boutique revolvers, and tipping the scales at about 2.8 pounds, it's no featherweight for appendix carry. Still, if you want one revolver that can literally do it all, the GP100 is almost impossible to top. Next up is the wild, sci-fi-looking Chiappa Rhino 50DS, the revolver that flipped the script on recoil and accuracy. Rocking .357 Magnum or .38 Special, its party trick is that super low bore axis. The barrel sits way down low, basically in line with your hand, which kills muzzle rise dead. Pair that 5-inch barrel with the weird but awesome hexagonal cylinder, and you're printing 1.5 to 2-inch groups at 25 yards like it's nothing. Competitive shooters are absolutely in love with this thing. The aluminum alloy frame keeps it right around 2 pounds, and you get your pick of classy walnut or grippy rubber furniture that feels great. Up front, there's a bright fiber optic sight. Out back, an adjustable rear, and the single/double action trigger is clean, crisp, and super consistent. Expect to drop between $1,100 and $1,500 for this futuristic beauty. The wins are unreal recoil management, stupid good accuracy, and a look that turns heads everywhere. The losses? That radical design isn't everyone's cup of tea if you're a traditionalist. And a few folks say the DA pull still feels a touch heavy. Still, if you want something that shoots flatter than anything else with a cylinder, the Rhino is straight fire. Then we got the pocket-sized powerhouse known as the Ruger SP101, proof that small revolvers can still shoot lights out. You can get it in fire-breathing .357 Magnum, plus period at .38 Special, or even a zippy .327 Federal Magnum, with barrel lengths running 2.25 inches up to 4.2 inches, longer tubes easily holding 2 to 3-inch groups at 25 yards. All stainless construction plus Ruger's triple locking cylinder means this little bulldog is basically indestructible, and the cushioned rubber grip with checkered hardwood inserts eats recoil for breakfast, so your follow-ups stay lightning fast. Transfer bar safety keeps it drop safe, and depending on a model you get fixed or fully adjustable sights that are tough and easy to see. Priced from $650 to $850, it's a steal for something this tough. The upsides are its super compact footprint, bomb-proof build, and the ability to swap calibers on the fly. The downsides? You only get 5 rounds in the cylinder, and that double-action trigger is pretty stout compared to high-dollar customs. But if you need a snubby that disappears on your belt yet still drills the X-ring, the SP101 is an absolute legend. Next up is the legendary Colt Python, brought back in 2020 and absolutely perfected for 2025. This snake is still the king of cool, chambered in .357 Magnum or .38 Special, and available with 3-inch, for .25-inch, or full 6-inch vent rib barrels that will flat out embarrass most rifles. Easily printing sub 1.5-inch groups at 25 yards when you do your part. Colt beefed up the stainless frame and thickened the top strap, so this new Python is tougher than the originals ever were. That double-action trigger is like stirring warm butter, and the single-action breaks like glass at a feather-light 3 pounds. You get those gorgeous walnut grips with the classic Colt medallions, a fully adjustable rear sight, and a ramped front that locks your eyes right on target. Street price sits between $1,300 and $1,600. And yes, it's expensive, but this is the revolver people dream about. The highs? Iconic looks, a trigger from heaven, and accuracy that's borderline unfair. The lows? Your wallet will feel it, and at about 2.6 pounds, it's no pocket pistol if you're carrying all day. Still, if you want a wheel gun that shoots like a custom and looks like pure sex appeal, the Python is untouchable. Sliding into cowboy territory, we've got the Taylor & Company 1873 Cattleman, a single-action beauty that brings Wild West swagger with shockingly good modern accuracy. Running either .357 Magnum or the classic .45 Colt, it rocks a 5.5-inch case-hardened barrel that'll still stack bullets in a 2 to 3-inch groups at 25 yards, which is insane for a 150-year-old design. Forged steel frame, smooth walnut stocks, fixed blade front, and notch rear keep it old-school simple, but deadly effective, and a modern transfer bar means you can actually load all 6 beans and carry it safely. That single-action trigger is crisp as a fresh potato chip. At just $500 to $700, it's one of the cheapest tickets to cowboy action shooting, or just owning a slice of history. Upsides are pure nostalgia, surprising precision, and a price that won't make you cry. Downsides? You gotta cock the hammer every shot, so speed is limited, and fixed sights aren't winning any 50-yard matches. Perfect for plinking, sass matches, or looking badass at the range. Then we have the Smith & Wesson Model 19 Classic, the K-frame legend that mixes timeless style with 2025 polish. Chambered in .357 Magnum or .38 Special, it wears a 4.25-inch barrel with a full underlug that keeps the muzzle steady and soaks up recoil like a champ, letting you hammer out 1 to 2-inch groups at 25 yards all day long. Polished stainless finish, perfect cylinder lockup, a single-action pull that snaps at 3 pounds, and a silky double-action roll make it stupidly shootable. Those checkered walnut grips with S&W medallion screen class, and the red ramp front plus adjustable white outline rear get you on target lightning fast. Running $900 to $1,100, it's the Goldilocks revolver, not too big, not too small. Pros are drop-dead gorgeous looks, fantastic accuracy, and proven reliability. Cons? Still only 6 rounds. Step up to the 686 plus if you want 7. And at 2.3 pounds, it's concealable but not disappearing on your belt. Now let's talk about the ultimate pocket rocket, the Taurus Model 85 Ultralight, the featherweight king that proves you don't need to spend big to shoot straight. Tipping the scales at a ridiculous 17 ounces, this little monster is made for sliding into a pocket or ankle holster and forgetting it's even there. Chambered in .38 Special Plus P, it still punches tight 2 to 3-inch groups at 15 yards, which is nuts for a snubby this light. Pick a 2-inch barrel for deep concealment or stretch to 3 inches for a little extra velocity and sight radius. Scandium reinforced aluminum frame, grippy rubber boots that actually tame snap, Plus, you get the transfer bar safety and Taurus's key lock security system for when you need to make it childproof. At only $300 to $450, and with Taurus's 2025 quality finally living up to the hype, it's hard to find better bang for buck. The wins? Stupid light, stupid cheap, and way more accurate than something this small has any right to be. The losses? 5 rounds only, not a long-range tool by any stretch. And yeah, some old-school guys still side-eye the brand, but the new ones are running like champs. Let's step back in time with the Uberti 1851 Navy, a drop-dead, gorgeous single-action replica that brings 1850s flair with legit modern accuracy. This is a faithful copy of the classic Colt 1851, usually in .36 caliber black powder, but grab a drop-in conversion cylinder and you're suddenly slinging .38 special like it's 2025. That long 7.5-inch octagon barrel throws 2 to 3-inch groups at 15 to 25 yards, even with fixed sights, which is wild for a 170-year-old pattern. All steel frame, one-piece walnut grip, brass trigger guard, and that engraved cylinder with the naval battle scene. It's pure art you can shoot. Priced from $350 to $500, it's one of the most affordable ways to own real history that still rings steel. Pros? Insane aesthetics, shockingly shootable, and wallet-friendly. Cons? Fixed sights and single action only mean it's slow and range-limited. Definitely a fun gun or collector piece, not your primary defender. But man, when you fan the hammer on this thing at the range, you'll feel like you just robbed a stagecoach in the best way possible. Alright, let's keep rolling with some absolute monsters. Next up is the Ruger Super Red Hawk, the undisputed king of hand cannons when you need to drop a grizzly in its tracks or punch one ragged hole at crazy distances. This beast eats the biggest calibers on the planet, .44 Magnum, .45 4 Casal, and yes, it'll happily run cheaper .45 Colt for practice, plus the rare .480 Ruger if you really want to feel alive. You get either a 7.5-inch or a 9.5-inch cold hammer forged barrel that laughs at full house loads. And in steady hands, it'll keep 5 shots inside 2 inches at 50 yards all day long. That triple locking cylinder locks up like a bank vault. The Hogue Tamer monogrip soaks up punishment, so you can actually see your hits, and the bright high-vis green front blade with fully adjustable rear makes dialing it in stupid easy, whether you're glassing elk or ringing steel. Street price usually lands between $1,079 and $1,400, and for that you get a hunting sidearm that can ethically take anything in North America. Upsides? Nuclear-level power, bomb-proof construction, and legit long-range revolver accuracy. Downsides? It tips the scales at about 3.5 pounds, and it's built like a brick, so forget concealed carry. And if you're new to Magnum revolvers, the kick will still remind you who's boss. Now we're jumping across the pond to pure French perfection, the legendary Manurhin MR73, the revolver that French GIGN raid teams and serious precision nuts swear by. It's primarily chambered in .357 Magnum or .38 Special, but many versions come with a quick-swap 9mm Parabellum cylinder for cheap range days, giving you flexibility nobody else touches. Barrel options run from snappy 2.5 inches all the way to 8 inches of pure target goodness. Every single part is ordnance-grade steel. The barrel is cold hammer forged to perfection, and that roller-bearing trigger system is fully adjustable in both single and double action. Easily the smoothest factory revolver trigger on earth. Out of the box, you're looking at sub-2-inch groups at 25 yards, and tuned examples regularly flirt with one-hole performance. The walnut grips are sculpted to keep even hot Magnum loads controllable, and the fit is so tight this thing will still be running perfectly after tens of thousands of rounds. Yeah, it'll cost you between $3,000 and $4,000, and good luck finding one in stock, but if you demand the absolute finest, this is it. Pros: insane accuracy, unreal build quality, and caliber versatility. Cons: the price tag scares most people away. Availability is spotty, and at roughly 2.5 pounds, it's no featherweight for appendix carry. Halfway through the countdown, we've got a revolver that gives you 90% of the custom shop experience without needing a second mortgage, the Dan Wesson 715. rocking .357 Magnum or .38 Special. The killer feature is the interchangeable barrel system. Choose anything from 2.5 inches for carry up to 8 inches when you want to dominate the 50-yard line. The heavy vent rib barrel with full underlug keeps the muzzle steady, cuts flip, and lets you hammer out fast, accurate follow-ups. Trigger is silky in both modes. Adjustable target sights are dead nuts reliable, and you'll regularly see 1.5 to 2-inch groups at 25 yards with good ammo. Those big rubber grips feel custom-molded to your hand, so even marathon range days stay comfy. You're looking at $1,200 to $1,700 depending on the kit, which is an absolute steal for this level of modularity and performance. Advantages: you can literally rebuild it for any mission, match-grade accuracy, and killer bang for the buck. Drawbacks: the polish isn't quite Korth-level luxurious, and changing barrels, while awesome, does require a wrench and a couple minutes. Still, if you like options without selling a kidney, the 715 is tough to top. And here's one that needs no introduction for S&W fans: the mighty 686 Plus, the 7-shot L-frame that basically wrote the book on do-it-all Magnum wheelguns. Feeding on .357 Magnum or .38 Special, it stuffs an extra round in the cylinder compared to every standard 6-gun out there. Barrel choices go from 2.5 inches for carry up to 6 inches of full underlug goodness that keeps the front sight glued in place shot after shot. Single action breaks right around 3.5 pounds like glass. Double action is stupid smooth, and you'll easily print 1 to 2-inch groups at 25 yards all day. The satin stainless finish shrugs off rust and blood alike. The synthetic rubber grips lock your hand in even when it's pouring rain, and the red ramp front with adjustable white outline rear gets you on target lightning fast. Real-world prices sit between $850 and $1,000, making it one of the smartest buys on the planet. Strengths: that magical 7th round, fantastic trigger, and tank-like reliability. Weaknesses: a few folks still grumble about the internal lock, and at about 2.6 pounds means it's more belt gun than pocket rocket. But if you want power, capacity, and precision in one tough-as-nails package, the 686 Plus is still an absolute legend in 2025. If you want a revolver that's easy to carry every day, but still shoots like a full-size target gun, look no further than the Colt King Cobra Target. This thing is an absolute laser. Running hot .357 Magnum or milder .38 Special, it rocks a 4.25-inch vent rib barrel with a full-length underlug that keeps the muzzle from dancing all over the place. Up front, you've got a user-replaceable red fiber optic pipe that glows like a stoplight, paired with a fully adjustable rear that gives you a razor-sharp picture. And with good ammo, this little snake will punch honest 1-inch groups at 25 yards all day long. The single-action trigger breaks like a glass rod, double action is super predictable, and those gorgeous Altamont wood grips with the classic Colt medallions not only look classy, but lock your hand in perfectly. Built on a beefy stainless frame with an oversized trigger guard, so you can run it with gloves, it's priced right around $900 to $1,200. The good stuff? Insane accuracy for the size, killer trigger, and sights that make hitting easy. The not so good? That 4.25-inch tube won't stretch out quite as far as a 6 or 8-incher, and a few guys say the wood can get a little slippery when your palms are sweaty. Still, whether you're packing for protection or smoking bullseyes at the range, the King Cobra Target is a flat-out winner. Sliding into the silver medal spot at number 2 is the Freedom Arms Model 83, the single-action revolver that basically redefined what handgun accuracy even means. You can get this monster in wrist-breaking calibers like .45 4 Casull, .44 Magnum, or even .357 Magnum, with barrel lengths running anywhere from 4.75 inches all the way up to a full 10 inches, so you can build exactly what you need. Every single part is CNC machined from solid American stainless steel with tolerances so tight you could lose a credit card in there, and in the right hands it'll stack bullets in a sub 1-inch groups at 50 yards like it's nothing. Fully adjustable target sights, a trigger that snaps at around 2 pounds with zero creep, and your choice of rugged field grade or mirror polished premier grade finish make this the ultimate hunting or silhouette revolver. Yeah, it'll set you back $2,500 to $3,500, but you're buying the most accurate production wheel gun on the planet. Pros: mind-blowing precision, built like a tank, perfect for big game or long-range steel. Cons: single action only means you gotta cock it every shot, slow for speed work, and the price keeps it out of most safes. If you're after one perfect shot that absolutely has to land, this is your beast. And claiming the crown, the undisputed #1 most accurate revolver you can buy in 2025 is the Korth Mongoose, straight out of Germany perfection that makes every other wheel gun feel like a toy. Chambered in .357 Magnum or .38 Special, with many versions including a drop-in 9mm Parabellum cylinder for cheap practice, every single one is hand-built from ultra-high-strength steel, like they're making a bank vault that shoots. Barrel choices go from 3 to 6 inches, all cold hammer forged and lapped to perfection, routinely delivering sub 1-inch groups at 25 yards and ridiculous one-hole groups at closer distances. The fully adjustable trigger is smoother than melted butter in both single and double action, easily matching $10,000 custom jobs, and you can spec it with jewel-like high-polished blue or hardcore diamond-like carbon coating. Ergonomic walnut or grippy synthetic stocks. Tolerance is tighter than a miser's fist, and flawless function even after tens of thousands of full power rounds. This is peak revolver. It'll cost you between $3,000 and $5,000, and they're hard to find, but if you can swing it, nothing else touches the Mongoose. Pros: accuracy, fit, finish, and customization that are literally unmatched. Cons: sky-high price, limited stock, and at about 2.5 pounds, it's no pocket pistol. But for the shooter who wants the absolute best revolver money can buy, the Korth Mongoose is the endgame. And that's a wrap, crew. The top 15 most accurate revolvers crushing it in 2025. We went from pocket rockets like the featherweight Taurus 85 all the way to exotic royalty like the Korth Mongoose. And every single one of these wheel guns proved revolvers can still outshoot most semi-autos when precision is the name of the game. Whether you're punching paper, hunting dangerous game, or just building the kind of person who loves beautiful machinery, there's a perfect revolver on this list calling your name. So tell me down in the comments, which one are you drooling over? Which one's getting added to the safe next? Smash that like button if you love the countdown, slap subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another deep dive. And we'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe, keep shooting straight, and we're out.